Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you, and Ramadan Mubarak. I'm your brother in faith, Shabir, speaking to you from the Muslim Media Hub. Today we're dealing with key number 25 out of 30 keys to unlock the meaning of the Quran. Our key number 25 is knowing a bit of Arabic language. Now, it seems to be so elementary that yes, we should know some of the Arabic language, but of course, some people may be thinking, oh man, that's going to be some hard work here. But I'm not asking you to master the Arabic language, but I'm saying that the more Arabic you know, the better equipped you are to understand the Quran directly rather than to rely on translations. Of course, if one wants to approach this at a scholarly level, one would have to know the Arabic for oneself. In fact, this is one of the standard lists of requirements that are mentioned in our classical books for anyone who wants to be a mufassir or a commentator on the Quran. One cannot be a commentator on the Quran without knowing the Arabic language, because the text itself is in Arabic and you need to know the language of the text in order to expound it. And this is not only for the Quran, it's for all books. I mean, knowing the original language puts you in a better position to be an expounder on the book. When we come to the Bible, for example, knowing the Hebrew of the Old Testament, the Greek of the New Testament is an essential for being a scholar and expounding the book. Otherwise, you rely on translation. The translation itself is some kind of interpretation, and then you're interpreting an interpretation already. So you need to get down to the source. But for the average person, you don't need to be a master interpreter. You just need to be able to follow the interpretations and the differences that are being discussed. So one interpreter says a certain word means this, another one says it means that. Then they go into details about where this word is derived from and so on. If you know a little bit of Arabic, then you're able to follow that discussion. Otherwise, you get lost on the way. And moreover, in evaluating various translations of the Quran, you can see which one is literal, like us closer to the text, which one is more metaphorical, departing from the literalness. Knowing a little bit of Arabic will help you with that. So how might we learn more about the Arabic of the Quran without necessarily knowing the language ourselves? There are some good resources. One is to read a translation like the Muhammad Marduk Pickthall translation, because then you will see the equivalence between the English translation and the original Arabic text side by side. So you will start to see, okay, this word means that. But closer to the point, there is Corpus Quranicum. You can look up the website and you will see there that they have given you the text of the Quran in the Arabic, also with a grammatical analysis. So word by word is explained and commented upon and translated and so on. If you're learning a little bit of Arabic on the side and then you're using a website like this, then this will guide you further. When you're studying the Quran, sometimes it's essential to know how a certain word is used in the Quran. So you want to gather all of the places where that word is used. Now, there are resources in Arabic to help those who already know some Arabic, but those who are starting out may not want to consult those advanced Arabic works, but there's a simpler alternative. There is an app called Islam 360. You can download that app on your phone and you type in the particular word that you're concerned about, and of course it will give you the list of all of the the many times that word is used in the Quran. Quran Explorer app will allow you to search the Quran for a particular word. So you search the word in that Quran app, and it will give you all of the verses where that word occurs. So you can go read verse after verse and find out where that word occurs, and that will help you to get a grasp of where that how that word is used within the Quran. When it comes to translations and commentaries and so on, all of these are indispensable tools, but you may want to know the Arabic so that you can evaluate these tools for yourself, and you can, in this way, grasp the meaning of the Quran. Another advantage is that the more and more you learn the Arabic language, the more you are going to feel that the Quran is speaking to you. It's not, and you're going to know the meaning directly. It's not that you're going to rely on somebody else telling you the meaning. So the meaning will be immediately registered in your mind. So some phrases occur in the Quran again and again, and they are easy to memorize and to know the meanings of. So you, without even being able to speak the language yourself, you will know that, okay, when you hear that, it means this. We know some Arabic words, it's even become commonplace now. Even Joe Biden said, inshallah, which means if Allah wills. And you see that word occurring in the Quran in the 40th chapter, insha'Allahu. It's not just one word, it's two words together. Three words actually, insha'Allahu. If Allah mentioned the end of the speaker or the actor is mentioned at the end, the doer, and then the verb is mentioned in the middle. Insha'Allahu. Allahu. So if Allah wills. And you will see variations of this throughout the Quran. So when you know the one word, you will see so many variations of it in the Quran. And so you will, with the one word, you will be able to find so many meanings of the Quranic verses just jumping out of you. Law sha Allahu, which means if Allah wills. An yasha Allah, that Allah wills. So you see the sha, you're hearing that again and again. You see in so many different verses, just knowing the one word will get you through so much. Bismillah, if you know Bismillah means in the name of Allah, you will find that at the head of every chapter except the 9th. You'll find it also in the 27th chapter of the Quran. So knowing it once gives you so many insights into the Quran, and it allows the text to speak to you directly. You grasp the message immediately. So the more you learn of the Arabic, the more adept you will be at unlocking the mysteries and the secrets and the meanings of the Quran. I encourage you to learn the Arabic language as much as you can. How can you learn? I learned a lot by listening to audio cassettes in my days. You know, there were some of the youth may be asking, what are audio cassettes? Now you can download, things from YouTube. You can watch on YouTube, instructional videos. It's accessible everywhere. You could buy a book with an audio component together. So you read the book, you listen to the audio component. I learned a lot like this, and may Allah help us all to learn more and more. I'm still learning the Arabic language, but of course, the more I learn, the more I found that it is easier and easier to analyze the translations, the commentaries, and to understand the text of the Quran directly, so that when I hear it, I know right away this is what that text means. Our key number 25 in unlocking the meaning of the Quran is learning a little bit of the Arabic language. You don't have to be a scholar of the language, but the more and more you learn, the more you will understand and appreciate the Quran, the more it'll become meaningful to you and speak directly to your heart. Join me again tomorrow when we will look at the acceptable ways of reading the Quran and the impact that has on the meaning of the Quran. I'm your brother in faith, Shabir Ali, signing off from Muslim Media Hub, saying, Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you, and Ramadan Mubarak. This Ramadan, we're making history together. Behind me is the building you helped us purchase for the sake of Allah for the establishment of the Muslim Media Hub. We've started filming our television program here called Let the Quran Speak, and we're training the youth to produce other such shows and videos for social media so that we can present the message of Islam to the wider world. This Ramadan, you can help us to raise $100,000 for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. Please go to our website, muslimmediahub.com. May Allah bless you and all of your loved ones this Ramadan and forever. I'm your brother in faith, Shabir Ali, saying Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you, and Ramadan Mubarak.